Hey guys, welcome back to Real Housewives Recaps. Today we're talking Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. So again, my voice still sounds like this. I'm struggling through the pollen, so instead of hearing me sound like this, you're going to hear Jay sound like this.
Hello, this is the voice of reason and the voice that is not wrecked. This is Jay, also known as Dr. Bad Vibes on YouTube. I'm here to chime in and offer my opinion on this train wreck.
So if you're new to the channel, welcome. I don't normally sound like this. It's just a struggle right now, but that's just part of the thing, I guess, when you broadcast. But anyway, okay, so we are covering Johnny Depp and Amber Heard. We put out a big old timeline on this thing and really broke it down. So if you are new to the case, like I kind of was before all this, it'll help keep things... It'll kind of make it make more sense because there's a lot to this case. This trial is 6 weeks long. There's so much to it. I started live streaming the trial, so if that's something you're interested in, come back and check back a lot because when I'm around, I'll be live streaming it and trying to chat through it, so check that out. But yeah, so we're here today, and what brought us here today is there are recordings that were released of Johnny Depp and Amber Heard from 2020. And they're fascinating, and I just thought, we kind of want to hear them and react to them, so I thought Jay and I would listen, and we'd react. We could all listen together, have a listening party, and again, if you're new here, I do this kind of thing a lot with, like, Sex and the City stuff. Michael Patrick King does a lot of commentary tracks, and I sure have a lot of opinions on him, and I react to him quite a bit, so we're going to be doing this with the Amber Heard, Johnny Depp of it all, and we have a lot to say about it. So without further ado, let's see what's going on with this train wreck right now. I just want to take a minute and show you my dream microphone. This is what I'm saving toward. It is a professional microphone. It's got amazing reviews. A lot of the top broadcasters, podcasters, YouTubers use this one, and I'm very excited about it. I really want to save toward it. If you're interested in pitching in toward it, I'm collecting to upgrade my microphone equipment. I want to buy a soundboard. I want to buy a mic stand, all the stuff you need with it. I'm not even collecting for all that. That's on me. You know what I mean? I just really want to save toward this microphone. If you're interested in giving toward it, and thank you to everybody that has, here's how you can do it. It's ko-fi.com/Real Housewives Recaps. I mean, if you just want to do like $3 toward a cup of coffee, that's what they say it's for. But I'm putting it all back into the show, into the microphone. It really does help me out. Thank you to everybody who has helped me on my way of getting this dream microphone. I'm very excited about it. I can't wait to hit my goal, get this mic, and upgrade my show.
So we're going to react to this audio. Most of it, well, all of this one came from the Daily Mail. They obtained it through however means they obtain things. So if you want to listen to it uninterrupted, check out the Daily Mail. We're going to play it on here and just kind of pause and give opinions. And immediately, Amber Heard is not coming out of this looking great. She's pretty crazy. I don't know how to say it.
There are parts of the audio that's just honestly not great. We tried to fix it up and make it sound better. I also added subtitles to it. So the subtitles are hit or miss. Hopefully they mostly say what they're saying, but you'll get the idea. So let's get into this recording and hear what these two lovebirds have to say. I do also want to put up a warning here. We all know what this case is about. So there are going to be sensitive issues talked about here. They get into some graphic descriptions of things. They get into some graphic language. And, if that's something that... it's clearly a sensitive topic. So if it's just not something that you want to listen to, I get it. Catch the next one. It's no problem. But I just want to give you a heads up that they go into details about fights and physical situations that they've been in.
I'm not going to be in a physical fucking altercation with you.
Then don't.
You fucking hit me last night. You fucking...
What about all the other times you split? Come on.
So right off the bat, it sounds like she admitted to hitting him, and she's mad at him for going away when she hits him because it's too hard to hit him when he's not in the room. So why is this trial taking 6 weeks?
You cannot act like that. It's about that. It's
well,
not.
We're on a plane I can't split.
No, and you hit back. So don't act like you don't fucking participate.
I pushed you.
Yeah, so I mean, doesn't this just undo her whole argument? Admitting that she hit him. And yes, he says he pushed her, but it sounds like he pushed her off of him. I said it before, I'm not 100% team Johnny. I don't want it to come across like that. I'm, just not sure. But the more I listen, it's like, it's hard not to be because, good Lord.
I'm not going to get into the details of that fight. You and I both know that you split when there is no physical violence involved. And that you do it at the very beginning of fights these days. And if you split and you go into a different room and you don't actually leave that house, it does nothing but perpetuate the fight. Really, when you split on me, how do you feel when I leave you?
When I split, when I go into the other room, you're saying.
And getting me a room, getting another room in a hotel is just the same thing.
When did I get another room at a hotel?
You text Steven or Nathan in Toronto to get you another room. It's chronic. It happens all the time. And if you do it to go into another room, you do it and you get dressed.
You were fucking screaming at me.
So she's screaming at him. She's talking about the physical stuff and she's mad that he's leaving the situation. Isn't that what people are taught to do? And times like that, it just doesn't make any sense, and it completely goes against all the things that she's saying in her testimony.
I'm not going to validate my actions last night. I feel very bad.
No, I'm talking in Toronto.
I did not start screaming until you had fucking said all the shit. You poke an animal enough, it is eventually, doesn't matter how friendly it is or how cool. So I have not done this to you. I have not said these things to you. I have not started to fight by saying I'm going to get another room. And I'm not going to sit here and fight about fucking Toronto anymore. Guess what? I let it go. I'm not fucking talking about Toronto.
Send me the tapes.
I can whisper it. I can write it. Guess what? I'm not saying another fucking word about Toronto. I'm so sick and tired of fucking fighting about old fights. This is not about a fight. This is broad. This is a broad thing. And if I'm telling you every single time you get dressed and you fucking split the top of a fight, you never fucking try and work it out, you never fight for me, you never come to me, you never self-calm, you never self-soothe, you're never the one to throw the olive branch, I'm sick and tired of it, it needs to fucking change.
She definitely wants to push this narrative of being the victim. I'm assuming this recording was, on her phone. She knew she was being recorded, so of course she's going to say the right things, but the whole argument of all of this is that she was a victim and he was some kind of unstoppable monster. And the more that comes out, it sounds like she's usually the instigator. I'm not saying he's innocent and never, who knows what he did. I wasn't there, but it doesn't make her look good. I mean, she was 100%, oh, hey, it was all him. And now it's kind of like, nah, it was at least equal, if not more her.
And you can go, I can't meet those demands, I can't do it, or you can fucking promise me so I have a modicum of safety, I feel a modicum of respect, a little tiny shit sliver of fucking you are in this whether it is good or bad, down and up, lows and highs, tough and easy.
You got the tapes, let me hear them. Send me the fucking recordings. Just text them to me.
I don't know how else to say I will to you. I haven't because we have not been well. We have not been good. When I fucking move out, if I move out, then you'll have them and you can fucking relish them. You won't fucking like it, what you hear. Won't make you happy. But you'll hear what I'm telling you. That was after Toronto.
Yeah, that's when we came back here.
I know where we were.
Toronto, Boston, here, rehearsals.
I know where we were. We've been on the road basically since Australia, and I have been at your side. And I have not been filming the movie.
Well, we were on our honeymoon. I hope you were at my side.
I'm not talking about just a honeymoon, now am I? I'm talking about many months. And was it all the honeymoon? No. I have been at your side throughout it all. You said, why did you come to Rio? And I answered you. I would love for it to be better. I have no fucking consistency, no safety, no security. The relationship is something you don't fight for, you don't stand up for, you always run from when it's tough. I'm telling you, I need...
So I just got to state the obvious again here and say she's saying she needs him to fight more. This is somebody who's supposed to according to her, have lived in fear of him and call him a monster and stuff, and she's asking him to fight more. I understand it's metaphorical fighting, but still, I just have trouble believing her when you're using words like that. If you're, suffering in a domestic situation like this, I don't, it doesn't make sense to me.
No, we didn't say vows. You didn't make them exactly in that way, but now is the fucking time. I need to know if you're gonna be there. I want promises. I told you that at the beginning of this conversation. I need promises that you're gonna fucking be there. I need promises that this is important to you, not when it's easy, when it's hard too. If this is something you'll fight for. That this is something that's sacred, that neither of us throw out every fight. I can't be the only one to hold the promises. I was in Toronto and it fucked me over. I can't be the only one. You can't be the only one. If I split on you, all those times that I thought about doing it, we would not be here. And I stayed, and it's tougher. That's stronger. I'm stronger. It is easy to run. It is easy to run away from problems. It is easy to take that out and say, well, that's the easiest. That's the best, safest. That's the safest way out. I'm not saying we should get in physical altercations. I never want to be in that. Never. But every time you don't like what I say and you fucking run away, will never work out anything. You can't run away every fight. You can't. It's easy. It's not brave. It's not strong. It's harder to say to somebody, I want to work this out. I want to face what I have. I want to face what you have. I want to work it out with you. You're not working it out. You're running away, and then you make me be the bigger person every single time and come to you and knock on the door and come to this house and say, hey, we're married. It's supposed to be sacred. Calm down.
I made you.
So I can't stand her. I'm not defending her whatsoever. But I'm playing devil's advocate here and saying that would bug me too. I'm not talking about physical stuff, obviously. I'm just talking about normal fights you have with your partner. It would drive me crazy too if somebody was walking away every time I was trying to make a point or we're in the middle of an argument. I would get aggravated at that. So that perspective I understand.
But if you get in the habit of walking away from being punched in the mouth and finger cut off too many times, maybe that was his Pavlovian response to that. He gets socked in the mouth 2 or 3 times. It's like, I'm just going to walk away from this before I get hit.
Okay, fair enough. Point made. That's it. I'm off to poop in our bed.
Yes, by default. If you're never the one to do it, one of us is, and I'm the one to do it every time. It means I'm the bigger person every time. It means I have to be the strong one. It means every time I have to fight for our relationship, and you get to be lazy. You get to be cowardly. I don't know what it is.
What are you here for? What do you need me for?
Once again, I am fighting for the relationship.
With a guy that you don't fucking trust or like? Why?
I did not say I didn't like you. I love you. You're my favorite person in the world.
I don't see how
I remember what I said at the beginning. I'm sorry you feel like you can't imagine it. But I said this to you at the beginning of this conversation. I said, you're my favorite person in the whole world. If you weren't the most magnetic, shiny, beautiful, interesting, dynamic person I had ever met in my life, it would be so easy to walk away from this bratty thing that you do.
Untrustworthy.
Did you hear what I just said? Yeah. I said I can't trust. That's not meaning you're untrustworthy. It means that we've created a situation. And I'm telling you what you do to create it too. We've created a situation in which trust can't grow. It's like it's trampled every single time, and we need a marriage. That's why I sat down. Do you not remember me sitting down at the very beginning of this conversation and saying just that to you? Saying, I know you got married for security and for safety. So did I. We did not get married because it was something that we're doing, because it was something we could walk away. We wanted a foundation. No?
Yes, I wanted to make you my wife.
Yes, but you could just have me as your girlfriend if you didn't want the foundation. And you told me, and maybe you go back on it now. Fine, okay, cool. Lie about that. I don't know. You told me you wanted a foundation. You told me you wanted the security. You wanted the safety. You liked the foundation. At the beginning, you said, I really like having that. It feels safe. So don't argue with me when I say it now.
I'm not arguing with you.
Oh, yeah, but you had to pick it apart.
By saying because I loved you and you're my wife? I wanted you to be my wife? That's picking it apart?
No.
Then how did I pick it apart?
Forget it. I don't want to do this. I don't want to fight about a fight. I want to fight about the semantics. I want to.
How come when I come up with a point, you can't answer it? You don't want, or suddenly you don't want to answer it?
What am I not answering? Because I don't want to fight about this new thing? No, I don't want to. I said you wanted the safety and security, and you stopped me, you interrupted me, and then you said, what? Because because I wanted to have you as my...
I didn't interrupt you. You asked me, right?
Okay, sugarcoating over. She's an annoying psychopath. Seriously, she's the worst. How do you live with somebody like this? You just don't. I don't know. But he's remaining calm and even-toned, and she's losing her shit.
You said right?
I meant you interjected. I meant you said. You said. How about that? See, now, is this better? I answered you. I addressed what you're saying. Now, can we please not fight about that?
And I said, because I love you.
You said loved.
Well, we're talking about a fucking event that's past tense. If I used loved, my apologies. It doesn't mean I don't love you now. Try. Let's both try. If there's anger, if there's something fucking really fucking poking us in the ass, let's try. Try not to fucking fight. Try to address it without jumping down each other's throats, because all that's going to do is build a mountain of fucking resentment, some species of fucking hatred within the love, and so totally fucking mistrust, because you say you don't trust me. I get it, okay. I'm flake, I'm a this, I'm a that.
I didn't
All
say
right.
as a person. I was speaking specifically about this. I don't trust the marriage. I don't trust you. I don't feel safe with it because you always fucking bail on it.
Well, then
That's
I don't know, you know.
I want the trust back. You can deflect all you want, say it's my fault, say how dare I get angry at you ever, whatever. I'm telling you. I don't know.
I don't know.
You. I don't know what.
And
the
sometimes
thing is,
I don't want to fucking be there and go through the shit. I don't, man. I don't.
I know.
And I don't want to, because I don't want to fucking fight.
But it doesn't have to be one. It's not like I'm saying, hey, choose fight.
You just said I get mad, I'm gonna scream.
No, I didn't say that's always the case. I said, yeah, I'm mad. It happens. It happens.
Yes, I know. It happens often.
If you think I'm some fucking tyrant or bully, then don't fucking be with me. But don't sit here and insult me like I'm the fuck up because I have the
But you're the
audacity to
one
get
saying
mad.
that I'm the tyrant and the bully and at the same time the
I have called
guy
you
that
a
runs
bully, yeah.
away and
You run away every single fight.
Okay, so I mean, then what are you?
Then I'm not
doing
lying
with me?
about it.
Then what are you doing with me?
I already answered that. We went through this conversation literally 5 minutes ago. I answered this already 5 minutes ago.
You just said to me that I shouldn't be with you.
No, I said if
That's
you.
what I feel.
No, I said if I'm some, harping bully, which is what you make me sound like. Like I'm like constantly on you, making you feel bad. That's because that's what I do. And then you ignore everything. You take me for granted. You're ignoring everything that I do for you. You make me sound terrible. You talk about me in a terrible way. You do not fight for me. And then you want to sit here and make me sound so terrible to be around.
Fight for you?
You don't. Everything I've already explained.
No.
10 minutes
No,
before.
fight for you. I don't understand.
You never ever do the work. Put in the work. If we're arguing about something, you don't ever try to get to the bottom of it, figure out, make the peace. You want to make it easy on you, so you split. You don't fight for me. You don't fight when there's a problem. You don't come to me. You don't make peace with me. You never extend an olive branch. You're never the bigger guy. You're never the one that's like, okay, I'm going to put my own feelings aside for a second and say, this is bigger than us. Let's stop fighting. You never are the one to come and knock on my door. You take me for granted.
It's not true. It's not true. I'm not the one who fucking throws fucking pots and
Those are different.
whatever
That's
the
different.
fucking else at me.
That's different. That's one does not negate the other. That's irrelevant. It's a complete non sequitur. Just because I've thrown pots and pans does not mean that you come and knock on the door.
We let that go for a while there without chiming in. But the pots and pans comment, she says that like so nonchalantly, like that's a normal thing. I mean, is she from Looney Tunes? Does she chase him around with a rolling pin like a cartoon angry lady? Like, you don't do that.
Seriously, where's her anvil? It's just so crazy. She just says it so nonchalantly, like, yeah, I threw pots. What?
Just because there are vases does not mean that you come and knock on the door.
Really, I should just let you throw.
I'm not saying that. You're saying that. You're putting words in my mouth and then making non sequiturs.
I'm giving you a situation.
It's weird that she's hung up on the way he's, or I guess the words he's using instead of the fact that she threw pots and pans at him. She's not even denying that part. She's just mad at the way he's bringing it up. How crazy.
Situation.
No, you're trying to justify how you don't or do come to the door
No,
based
I'm
on whether I throw pots and pans. It's irrelevant.
No, I'm justifying how you seem to think that there's this cowardice in me that runs away and I don't fight for you.
And you're justifying that by saying I throw pots and pans? Okay, cool. Let's
No.
talk about everything you do wrong.
I'm not the one who fucking did that. I didn't.
So that makes sense. That's clear. Yeah.
The only time I ever threw anything at you was when you fucking threw the cans at me in Australia.
Why are you trying to justify who throws things based on
Because
whether or not you come knocking on the door? I don't
Because
get
that
why
is a
one
fucking
informs the other.
irrational and violent fucking maneuver.
How
So
does
a
one
man would
inform
want
the
to
other?
get out of that area so that he doesn't get so fucking angry that he actually does pop the fucking wife.
Wow, so that's my first time hearing that. Again, why is this trial lasting 6 weeks? After hearing that, I think we'll be seeing 2 more Pirates of the Caribbean movies. I mean, you know, he's probably not totally innocent, but I mean, that sums up everything right there. It sounds like she's a nut job that throws stuff at him, and he doesn't want to get so mad that he actually retaliates. I don't think he's some barbarian ogre man that's like, you know, putting on his white tank top and trapping her in the kitchen. If that's the narrative that's trying to be played.
So I'm going to go ahead and end this one here. We still have so many more recordings to go through. If you guys like this video, leave us a comment and we will keep going because, frankly, these were kind of interesting to listen to. It's fascinating and kind of scary, right? I mean, I knew she was awful, but man, this is bad. Thank you guys so much for everything. I really appreciate it. I promise I'm going to sound human again soon, hopefully. Thank you, Jay, for being here and always adding your colorful commentary. Please check out his channel, Dr. Bad Vibes. He does gaming stuff if you're into that. And consider, if you're interested in donating toward the microphone, it's ko-fi.com/Real Housewives Recaps. Thank you all for being here. Have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.